I was working with someone the other day, and in the middle of our session, she exclaimed, "What's wrong with me? I can't seem to find out what is wrong with me," which is really getting into the very core of what awakening seems to be all about. At some point in our lives, we had a direct connection with reality as it is. We were young, probably didn't have much of a memory, and something comes along. Some painful experience emotionally. Could be traumatic even. It's all relative. And in that very moment, that is where identity is established. The protector. The one who protects. And simultaneously, that tends to be where the very first belief is formed. That first wound creates a ripple effect. And in so, a statement tends to accompany that as well. There's something wrong with me. I'm not good enough. I'm unlovable. I cannot do this alone. A piece of self-worth associated. And so, from there, every belief seems to layer on top until we get this planetoid of beliefs, layer upon layer, all connected to the first one, the core of identity. Some sense of lacking, some sense of being broken, some sense of lack of wholeness. And so now we have this large piece of belief system in place. And if we're able to sit with that long enough and allow thoughts and judgments to orbit like satellites around this planet, by simply pointing them out, on occasion they will crash to the surface of this planet of belief, layer upon layer. And in doing so, we can see now, in that moment, a belief. And what is a belief? A belief tends to be an experience we've had that has an emotional slant in our past, something historic. And so we say, well, this happened to me then. And in that moment we say, it has always been this way, and it will always be this way. Beliefs tend to be a permanent experience in that which is inherently impermanent. This universe is in a constant state of change and flux. And by applying a belief, we are filtering the reality of what is happening here and now through some sort of past experience. So to come in contact with a belief is often to come in contact with a piece of ourselves that we thought we left behind. And as we begin to peel those beliefs, we get closer and closer to that core belief. And that piece is telling us we are not whole. Anytime we are seeking something, anytime there's a desire for something else, we are saying, I'm lacking, but if I go over there and I get that thing, then I will be whole. Yet that's just a simple trick of the identity itself. Because if we have the filtration of being unwhole, then even when we get the thing that we think we want, we still have to keep searching for something else because the belief doesn't just simply dissolve. If I say I'm not whole here and I go there, I'm still saying I'm not whole even when I get the thing that I think I need. So, to come in contact with these beliefs, to come in contact with that core first wound, is to come in contact with ourselves. And by doing so, we begin to see how whole we've always been. There's nothing missing. There's nothing lacking. Here, now, in this moment, this is simply utter perfection.